Coffee time with Lee.
Next, The Fugitive, in color.
Good morning, folks. The time is 9:54 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 23rd of August, 2026. Now, of course, that's the 24th for my time-traveling friends on the other side of the world there. Big hello to all of you awesome folks out there. Great big hello to that city with the most community members. Come on, say it with me. It is Melbourne, Australia. But I hope you're all doing fantastic no matter where you're from, my friends. I'm Lee. I'm the guy that started our community. Well, I thought it was funny. But you folks are the folks that made it funny. So a big cheers to you for doing that. Thanks for making us what I like to call the funniest city on the internet. Population us. Funny people in a funny place. Making people laugh. Cheers. Yeah, it's a pretty nice cup, eh? You can get yourself one, too. Check out our store at store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. All right, folks. So what's happening today? I'm going to tell you what. I'm not going to tell you nothing. I'm going to ask you a favor. Please click the like button on this video. It's very important to me and the algorithm. It could really help me out. I would love it if you click that like button on this video. It's a thumbs up, up arrow, heart button, whatever it might be. And while you're at it, please like, subscribe, and follow. I really need all that. That's going to help me out. So thank you. I'm a very needy beast, and I need some help, as it's obvious. But thank you, folks. I appreciate every one of you, whether or not you're doing those things. But doing those things really helps me out, and they're not hard to do. So please think about doing that. I would really appreciate it. But I already appreciate you, my friends. All right. So what are you all doing today? What's happening? How's your week been? What's going on? It is, of course, Sunday here. Now Monday for you folks in Australia. Did you have a good weekend? Whether or not you worked or not, did you have a good weekend? Do you have any plans this week? Let's hear from you. I want you to leave a comment on today's video, please. Or send us an email at share@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I would love to see photos from what's happening in your life, videos, maybe just a video of you saying, well, I thought it was funny. That would be incredible. I dare you to do that video. Come on, send that to share@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Let's hear from you, my friends. What's going on this week? I'll tell you what's been up in my life. Nothing too exciting. Of course, we did our video on Friday, Saturday for some of you folks, but I'm not going to say it. Sorry. So did the video on Friday. Had a pretty fun afternoon. I went and hung out with my buddy Mitch for a while in the afternoon. We did a little bit of that loop I tell you about where I do the thrift stores. I didn't buy anything. I didn't find anything I wanted this time. What else did I do? Wendy went out for dinner that evening. She went out to the Noodle King with her friend Tanya, and they had a great dinner. Then Wendy came home. We hung out for a bit. Then she went to bed. Then after she went to bed, I watched one of my favorite horror comedies. It's Return of the Living Dead. It is a zombie movie that, well, the director wished it took place in the Night of the Living Dead universe, although George Romero didn't give him the okay for that. But it's still a great, great fun movie. And so I watched that, and this is the SteelBook. I have the 4K SteelBook version of this. This is the cover. I think this looks fantastic. Great artwork, and just a fun movie. If you like horror movies and comedy horrors and zombies. If not, you wouldn't like it. If you do like that stuff and haven't seen it, watch it. If you have seen it but haven't seen it for a while, watch it again. It's just fun. So that's what I did Friday night. Yesterday being Saturday, what happened? Hung out most of the day. It was hot and kind of smoky. Wendy and I did a little bit of shopping. That's about it. Just some grocery shopping. Nothing crazy. I had a great meal yesterday. Wendy barbecued hamburgers. They were fantastic. I didn't get a photo of them because I ate them so fast. It was so good. And that was about yesterday. Was pretty mellow. Last night, when I was coming upstairs from the basement here in my computer room, getting ready to go to bed, I walk into the living room to go turn off the lights, and I see this. This is Thatcher and Morrison. Thatcher's the one on the left in this photo. Morrison is the one on the right. These are our two fur babies, our fantastic cats, sleeping on the couch together. Now, this is rare because they don't really get along that well. And sleeping within a foot of each other, well, that's something else. It's happened a few times. They both seem to like this new couch, though. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you know what I'm going to ask, right? I want to see a photo of your pets. Come on, I share photos of my pets or video. Send your photos and video of your pets to pets@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. That is an email address. I want to see your pets. I triple dog, triple cat, triple hog, triple bat dare you to send in photos of your pets, my friends. Come on. It's so easy to do, and I want to see them. I love all animals. I'm not just a cat person or a dog person. I'd pet an ant if I could. I love reptiles. I love arachnids. That's right. Spiders don't scare me. I want to see your fish. I love fish too. I want to see all your pets. And while you're at that, tell them I love them. Let's see your pets, friends. It's easy, please. You know, I'm not the only one that wants to see them. Everybody loves your animals. All right, so what else is going on? Tonight, I'm working the WWE Summer Tour. They are stopping in Calgary to wrestle at the Dome, the Saddledome. It's going to be fantastic. These are always fun events. I'll bring that up a little bit bigger so you can get an idea what's happening. The Saddledome is a great, great arena. Now it's its last year right now. This is going to be probably the last wrestling event, or they might slip one more in before the end, but it's going to be fun tonight. Now, I used to be a big fan of wrestling when I was a kid, but as I became an adult, I met too many other adults that thought it was all 100% real. Now, I'm not saying they're not athletes. They are amazing athletes. The show is fantastic. The entertainment's good. But too many people thought that the whole thing was real. These are adults that I knew, and it made me feel sad about the human race. So I stopped watching it, kind of. But I love these live events. Why? Because it's pure entertainment. You know, it's these guys flying around there. They're putting on a show just for you, and it's fun. It's almost like going to the circus, a human circus. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm actually looking quite forward to it. Other than that, I've got no real plans today, aside from making this video. But that's a pretty big plan, actually. That'll be going at about 9:30 tonight. So get home about 10:30. And yeah, looking forward to that. That is my day, the upcoming week. I'm not sure what's happening yet. What do you folks have happening this week? Let's hear about your plans. Come on, once again, share at wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Those pet photos to pets at wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Leave a comment under the video. That would be amazing. You can also attach your photos to those comments. I want to hear from you folks. I want to hear what's going on in your life. I want to hear how well you're doing. I want to know that you're laughing. I want to know what makes you laugh. And speaking of laughing, I've got 4 great feature posts for today's video. Now, the first one comes from Ann Garrity. The second one is from Jeremy Ross-Poteet. The third one is from Meg Opry, and the fourth and final, but definitely not least, is from Michelle Finnerty, one of our mods here, and definitely one of the funniest people on the freaking planet, my friends. So we are going to start off with Ann Garrity's post. Let me bring that up right now. I saw this one a couple of days ago, and I immediately saved it for today because it made me laugh so hard, like ridiculously hard. So thank you for that, Ann. That was awesome. Next one is from Jeremy Ross-Poteet. This is all about Stephen King and It. If you don't know that, it ain't going to be funny, my friends. But if you do, well, hey, enjoy. All right, third one is from Meg Opry. Wendy and I are really bad for this. And, you know, I'm sorry if you work at Home Depot or Spirit Halloween. Really sorry, but hey, we're going to do it. Our fourth, final, but definitely not least post is from Michelle Finnerty. All the friggin' time. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Jeremy. And thank you, Ann. And folks, thank you to every single one of you for all your funny posts. You're the reason why this community is so funny. You're the reason why it's the funny city on the internet. And you're the reason why I hunt down and tell jokes. Bad jokes. If Iron Man and the Silver Surfer ever teamed up, they'd be alloys. Do you know that leather is rated on the quality of its texture? So a cow that comes from an area with a good water source is A-rated. And a cow that comes from a dry area is dehydrated. What did the helicopter say to the cloud? Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. I'm a huge fan. A man walks into a bar with a frog on his head. The bartender says, "What's up with that?" The frog answers, "I'm not sure. It started as a wart on my butt." What do you call an orchestra director that only works part-time? A semiconductor. I sure hope you enjoy those jokes. I gotta thank Jeremy Beyer for the alloy joke. I gotta thank my wife for that leather joke, which took me over 40 tries to get recorded, and I'm still not happy with it. But folks, I'd love to be telling your jokes too. Why not leave your jokes as a comment on today's video, or send them to me via email at jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes, folks. Friends, I am here 4 days a week with a fresh batch of stale jokes just for you. If you're having a good time and you want to show your appreciation, please consider dropping a buck or two in our tip jar at donate.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can help us keep the lights on, keep our joke machine rolling, and keeping that imaginary cow fed. But friends, the most important thing to me is that you keep laughing. You can also help support the channel and look cool at the same time by visiting store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. From stickers to coffee cups and t-shirts to hoodies, we've got it all. Kind of rushed through this one, and I apologize. It's not like I'm trying to rush through it. I just need more content. Help me out with that. You got suggestions that you think I should put into the videos? You know, maybe talking about movies, or I don't know. If you got some suggestions, I want to hear it. Why don't you email me at share@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, or comment on today's video with your suggestions. And you know, these jokes that I tell, I think what would be awesome is if you told a joke. It's one thing me telling your jokes, be even more cool you telling your joke. I would love to feature you in our joke segment, telling a joke. Record yourself, audio or video, send that to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I gotta quit pointing in people's faces though. That's bad. It's rude. But yeah, that would be awesome, folks. Tell a joke. That would be so great. You know what else also is awesome is just how many people you folks make laugh every day. You're the reason why this community has like 950,000 community members in total together. It's incredible, and it's because of you, my friends. You make that many people laugh, you make the world a little bit better place. You know, except we have that many people as members. We have about 1.5 million people that come here every day. So that's even more mind blowing. Sorry about that. I'm going to leave that in, though. I think I kind of like that, blind mowing. But folks, I hope you are proud of that in that good way. Not that I hope you're proud of yourself. No, really, I hope you're proud that you're making so many people laugh, because you're making their life so much better. And you absolutely rock. Now, my plan is to be here again tomorrow. I really hope you're going to be here too, my friends. And, you know, until that time and between that time, I hope you all keep laughing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny. Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.